everybody? So exciting to review for you guys today. We're talking about the follow-up film to Breaking Bad on Netflix, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. Ever since this project was first announced, I've really been looking forward to it. Breaking Bad is one of my favorite shows of all time. It really had an amazing ending, perfectly ending Walter White's storyline. But I, like many people, kind of wondered what the future holds for Jesse after he rides off into El Camino after escaping Jack's gang. And this movie is supposed to sort of wrap up his story. He's on the run from the police. The story is great. It literally picks up right where we left off in the series finale. And it's a really tense, gripping story, just as well written as the show, since it is written and directed by Vince Gilligan. It's just a really interesting, tense story about Jesse, and it does do a lot of flashbacks, because we get a lot of flashbacks with him and his time being trapped by that Nazi gang that he has to make meth for. It fills in a lot of the gaps that we didn't really see with Jesse and what he had to put up with while he was there, and it's really brutal, the stuff that they did. You can definitely tell throughout the runtime, it really took a lot of psychological toll on him, just being a prisoner and having to do all this stuff. So it's really interesting that the way that it's weaved into the actual ongoing story with the flashbacks. It's not one of those movies that cuts off the storyline to go to a flashback that has nothing to do with anything else. It actually makes sense in the plot of the story. Aaron Paul once again delivers a phenomenal performance as Jesse Pinkman. He really carries this movie. For the most part, we pretty much follow only him throughout its entire runtime, and he just makes this performance so captivating. You can't look away from the screen because he's doing such a great job going through all these different emotions and feelings. He slips back into the character so effortlessly because it's been a long time since Jesse Pinkman's been on the screen, and it almost just feels like he's never left, like we just revisited an old friend. And that goes for many other characters. There's a fair amount of Breaking Bad era cameos. For the most part, they're all cameos. Obviously, you've seen a couple of them in the trailer. The only ones that get any sort of really good screen time is Skinny Pete and Badger, and also Todd as well. But all of his stuff's in flashbacks, obviously, since he died in the finale. Rightfully so, because some of the stuff you really just see from his character in this just goes to show you why Jesse Pinkman murdered him in the way that he did in the series finale. Because, I mean, he was an annoying character to begin with, but then you see more of just the sick, twisted personality he has when they show him and the stuff he goes on with Jesse Pinkman. Breaking Bad is very well known for its cinematography, and El Camino is the same way. There are some really amazing, spectacular visuals in this film. You can definitely tell they put a lot of time, effort, and money into making this film as gorgeous as possible. Once again, you get some really great, amazing, breathtaking desert shots. And just the way that certain scenes are framed just add even more to the tension, especially one moment later on in the film where there's almost like a Wild West standoff, and just it builds and builds and builds and finally releases, and it's just anxiety. As far as negatives go, it's really more of like a nitpick kind of thing, because like I said before, there are a fair amount of flashbacks, and obviously a fair amount of time has passed between the very beginning of Breaking Bad in 2008 and when it ended in 2013. So these people aren't going to look exactly like they do back from then, and you can definitely tell that they've aged, especially Jesse Plemons in his flashbacks with Todd. He's gained a fair amount of weight, where it's considerably noticeable that he doesn't look the exact same as he did back in 2013. Aaron Paul's the same way, but his really aren't as noticeable as Jesse Plemons. They almost kind of try to ease you into Jesse Plemons looking kind of much bigger, because the way that they first reveal him is through a grate where you don't really see a whole lot of his face or body, and then I guess they're supposed to gradually get you used to how he doesn't look like he did in 2013. But it's just a small nitpick. It really doesn't take me out of the movie at all, but it's just one of those things that if I don't bring up, someone will probably bring up in the comments. You can really tell that they put a lot of love and heart into this for the Breaking Bad fan base. There's a lot of really cool Easter eggs, like I said, cameos, stuff that the Breaking Bad fan base is going to really enjoy. I don't know if you could really just pick up this movie if you're not a fan of Breaking Bad and enjoy it as much, because you won't really kind of understand what's going on as far as like the characters or why you should care unless you've watched Breaking Bad. But it's definitely a movie I really recommend. I really think that this is one of Netflix's best films in a very long time, but I am a little biased as a big Breaking Bad fan. But yeah, overall, I've really enjoyed El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. It's a really stellar film. As a Breaking Bad fan, I've left satisfied finding out what happens to Jesse Pinkman after the series finale. Aaron Paul really gets to shine here as Jesse Pinkman. It's just a really phenomenal film. Definitely, like I said, one of Netflix's best films in a very long time. I highly recommend you check it out, especially if you're a Breaking Bad fan. I know it's on Netflix, but I think it is showing in theaters today. I won't be able to get to check it out because I'm flying to Ace Comic-Con this afternoon, so I'm not going to be able to see it in theaters, unfortunately. But now that you've heard my thoughts on El Camino, Breaking Bad movie, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. What did you think of the film when you check it out? Did you like it? Did you you not like it? Also, are you happy with the way the story went with Jesse Pinkman and his character? Either way, make sure you leave a comment, because I like to talk about all things movies here. But as always, thank you so much for checking out my reviews. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. Hit that subscribe button if you want to keep my movie reviews, trailer reactions, unboxings, and more. But until the next time, I'll see you guys later.